When I went on your courses, I went on the introduction and I went on the advanced. Now, they were both 2-day courses. What was interesting to me, and even on the video testimonials on your website, you have dentists, whether they're young or they're old or successful, you have dentists who keep coming back, keep going back to your course. Not the second time, the third time, the fourth time. I'm sure I've heard a dentist on one of your video testimonials say they've been on your course. But the 5th time, they keep coming back every year, and they keep sending their teams back. Why? Why do they need to keep going back on your course? Can they not just go on your course, you know, and fly?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it that they're after?
Well, it's like anything else. You know, they can come on the program for 2 days, and it's like anything else. You know, dentists will get and the team members get some tremendous results. You know, it could be for several weeks, several months.
Yeah.
But it's like anything else. You know, you need a top up.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can forget 1 or 2 things. Sometimes you can slip and forget to ask the right type of questions. So although you can immediately get a really good response, over 3 or 4 or 5 months later, maybe you're not using as much as you were at the start.
Yeah.
So dentists come back and do the programs. I've got some dentists that come back every year.
Yep.
And the reason being is that they come up for a top up, for a refresher,
Yep.
and a really reminder of what they learned 6 months ago to make sure that they're still using it every single day.
And the courses are that frequent that you people could come back?
Yes.
How often?
Well, I mean, you know, we have 4 or 5 major venues in the UK, but typically
right now we're in Manchester.
We're in the training centre in Manchester. But I mean, like for example, in Manchester, I run 3 2-day programs here in a year. I particularly run 3 programs in London. We do 1 in Northern Ireland, 1 in Republic of Ireland, and we do normally 2 or 3 in Glasgow or Edinburgh.
I suppose, you know, with dental practices, you know, you do sometimes get new team members.
Correct.
Right? And so I sent 3 of my guys to your course, and you know, I'm sure the same applies to dental practices. If the team members are changing, then they'll want to make sure everyone's on that bus.
Correct.
Yeah. So why would a dentist want to go on your course 5 times?
Well, I've got one in it, and he keeps on saying that every time he comes back on the program, he learns something new.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Have you ever read a book, and then you read the same book a year later, and you think, do you know, I missed that. I didn't see that the first time I read the book. Now, that can happen for 2 different reasons. The first thing is you just didn't see it, you didn't read it, or maybe you're thinking of something else when you actually read it.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just weren't ready for the information at the time, so you didn't take on board the idea in the book.
You're a different person.
You're a different
by the time
person.
You come into the second course, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a different message. You're taking in different bits.
Absolutely. So a year later, you know, you're ready for the idea. Yeah. And it's the same sometimes with my program. We can teach people 100 things. I mean, we teach them a lot more, but maybe they take 90, and for 10 they're not ready.
Yeah.
Maybe asking for referrals, for example. Yeah. Maybe the first time they hear that information, they're not ready for asking for referrals.
The first time I went on your course, I was completely, you know, you're mind blown. You know, my brain was going buzz, 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 and you know, maybe I was overthinking things, but yeah, you know, and I think you're right. You know, every time I'm speaking to you, I'm learning something new.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a different person every time,
yeah.
and I'm just evolving. And I think as a business, you need to evolve. You need to keep
Absolutely.
growing. And you can always absorb different messages.